In this week's episode, I bought myself another 240, and I already have some big plans for it. Made some money. Yo, oh, dude. What the hell is going on here? What is this? Okay, that's going to be fun to figure out. That shit's gangster. Where at? Nice work, bitch!
It's crazy to think. I'm sitting here thinking about science versus religion stuff. It's crazy to think that God could just be the largest rumor in history.
Well, that's a fucking way to start my YouTube video. Welcome back. I'm back on my bullshit here. As you can see, there's a 240 in the driveway. Now, there's a laundry list of stuff we have to do to this 240. So let's do a quick walk around of the 240. So right here in the wheels, you can see maybe that we have Z32 front brakes, drilled slotted rotors, which I don't really care about, but cool, you know? We got some fatty fucking tires and wheels on it, so that's kind of cool. 5 legs swapped all the way around. This is like a bare base 240, which I'm super stoked about because I was looking for one that manual, windows, locks. I mean, it's a perfect thrasher. Now, most people will see this and think, oh my God, what a piece of crap. But what people don't realize that it's a complete rolling 240 with the wiring harness. It has everything but the transmission and engine and drive shaft. Other than that, it's all there. You know, there's a lot of big work to do, but it's not as bad as people think. And the only real damage I found was the rear bumper here, which really the bash bar of it took most of the damage. So realistically, we're gonna do a bash bar, a low profile one, so I can still put a bumper and shit on. But like, yeah, dude, not even bad. Body straight, nothing's rolled. Fenders are still straight, no rolls in them whatsoever. It's not all hacked up. Later in one of these videos, I don't know if it's gonna be this video, but I will get underneath and show you. I already took a look underneath it. Again, clean. It's got your typical where people put the jacks on the, you know, fake frame, I guess, with this thing. But in today's video, I want to go through the interior pieces, make sure I do have everything here. The dude who sold me this said he does have the mirrors and he does have the dashboard that was included in the price that I paid for it. But he said they're at his parents' house. So he says that he'll be going there at the end of the month to visit them. And he says he'll grab it then. And then we'll meet up and I'll take all that. But he says everything else should be in the trunk here, which glancing at it, I kind of can see it. I'm stoked about this, but I'm going to go more into it. I see vents. So I do see pretty much the whole front end. But I want to pull this out, see if there's any work here in the back I need to do. We will be figuring out the wiring up front today, taking off the body pan, the fenders and the hood, and possibly the headlights today. I am going to be doing a different front end on this vehicle. Those of you that have watched my videos before, you probably already know what front end I'm going to be hunting for. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment and ask questions, and also share it with your friends. I'm going to set my little robot wiener here with the big fluff on it. So I'm going to start digging into it. I can hear my baby crying. Let's see what we got here. Lower. All right. So yeah, we do literally. Looking at it. What the hell? Now he did relocate the battery to the back, and I'm actually really stoked about it because they did it correctly. Oh, I'll show you guys this real quick, actually, too. Down here, we have a distribution block. I don't know what those were. Oh, those wires are the main wires here of this fuse block. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be moving all the fuse blocks, all the electrical. I want very little electrical in the engine bay when I build the motor in the future, because we are doing another turbo build. So I want as much space in here as I possibly can get. Keeping kind of a semi-stock look. I don't want to go full, you know, tube front end and all that quite yet. I just want to get back into drifting, go to some events, have fun. If it grows into something more, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Bracket. We got the center console. Sounds like there's some stuff in here. Dude. Made some money. Yo, cheese and bacon extra. Purchase with a purchase of number 1 or number 2 Sonic Burger. See, this is why you don't drop out of school. Participating Dallas locations. Okay, cool. Got some fuses. We made some money. Got some extra fuses. What the hell are these? Oh. Damn, dope. Okay. Oh, dude. Fucking score. Again, this helps me a lot right here. Hell yeah. Found my favorite thing in a 240. Hey, it's the most valuable thing you'll find in a 240. Damn, he looked cute as fuck. Let me use my head. Oh, you guys, you see how the hood's up and I'm only using 2 hands? That fucker's... Hell yeah. Ew! I splashed myself with fluid. I got fluided.
You splooged
I splooged on myself.
I'm sure there was a reason.
You know, I think there was a reason, so I'm going to put it back.
Yes.
Just in case. Comment below if I should stick with the brake booster setup or if I should do a brake booster delete again like I did previously. Hey, a bolt. Don't know where this goes. Dude, another bolt. Oh my God, there's 2. Whoa. I'm sure I'll find a bunch of shit under this carpet. More bolts. Actually keep those. Some paperwork from the dude. I'm actually going to hand it to the lady. Let's go move this. God, this is actually really clean. Well, a little boo-boo there, but hey, it's not bad. I love these. I love these. What are they called? Glove boxes.
You just said it.
And I forgot it. But I love these 240 glove boxes. They're fucking... who does that? Who just puts like some cloth on it? Nissan was just like, yo, you know what would be dope as shit? Hey. 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 Hi. You want to say something to the people? Huh? What you got to say? Nothing now? The camera shy? Okay, good talk. You miss being in a 240 there? Oh, dude, you got a lot of fluff in your damn tail. Oh, Jesus. It's already got husky hair in it. It's mine now. All right. So, what are you smelling, huh? What do you think we need to do? Go. Come on. I wonder if you know this. Come on. Come on. Out. Come. Good girl. It's either a 10 or a 12. All right, I'm gonna sound like I'm probably really far away, but I'm gonna try to get this off. Ah!
Oh, you want to do that?
Yes.
Do you need hands?
No.
You don't need no hands.
Holy fuck.
You don't need no hands.
See, y'all just need to get my YouTube channel going really high so I can just hire somebody to film. Because doing everything with one hand kind of sucks. Yeah, I like how they just kind of put bolts in there. They're like, that might fit. It's my favorite thing about the 240 group. Nice. Okay, so now that I have the fenders and all that stuff off, kind of give you guys a better idea. For those of you that are new to 240s and are wondering why moving the harness, the front harness here, for the accessories and other stuff that goes to the engine bay is kind of important. Well, when you're building these for drifting, is you have all this wiring right here that goes in between, which isn't, again, from factory, not a bad idea. Makes the engine bay looks clean, doesn't run through, but you're at a stock height, so you're not, you know, you're not going to be rubbing it. But when you start putting coilovers on, start lowering, you start drifting, braking hard, stuff like that, it's gonna squat down and it will start rubbing through this, or more properly, it may. So that's why, to me, I want to move all this wiring somewhere inside, or I run it. What I did on my S14 is I ran the wiring up through here on the inside. So it just go straight up and out. And that way it got it. A lot of people, what they would do is they would just cut all these zip ties and like roll it over, which works, gets it out of the way. But a little cleaner of a look, I guess, for me, is either have it inside or just running right up in the corner here, because then it's completely out of the way. Again, for more room, for, you know, boost. Same on this side. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the S14 only had one side. Nissan kind of made it better, 95. But anyway, so we got a lot of work to do here. What the hell is going on here? What is this? Okay, that's going to be fun to figure out. That's just gangster.
What in the Mario Kart just drove by?
What in the Mario Kart? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So let me get the headlights off. Like I said, it's going to be 10s right here. I think this Phillips, or there's a 10 underneath here. This is an aftermarket bracket. I'm pretty sure this is the kind of bracket you would use if you want like the sleepy, you know, the sleepy look that people like to do. I'm not entirely too sure. It looks like it though, because it's on this pivoting arm and it has a hex screw in there that looks like it makes adjustments. The further out it goes, that pushes this down. Anyways. So we're going to take all that off. We're going to take all this off. That way we have all the room in the world to do all this wiring stuff. We will then devise a game plan on where to put it in the car. So I started to look up a lot of the wiring diagram and everything like that. And I was just like, you know, why do all that when I have everything right here? I have no idea what this is for. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, all of this goes to the body control module right there. And then it comes out this way and it goes all the way around to the inside to a few things. Which I'm going to do this off camera because it's a very tight spot to get my camera and shit in here. But what was I saying? Something about this needs to be rewired. Lovely. Holy crap. I have it out, obviously. All right there. It comes up into here, runs across here, goes here, goes back in, plugs into the fucking control module. Good God. Now, you may be wondering, why is it so dark? Well, that's because A, I have a newborn. B, I actually spent a lot of time researching stuff that I found out, because I forgot. Well, this threw me off first. Okay, so this is new. This isn't part of OEM from what I've seen. This wasn't like something that was on there. So I think the kid had this for his SR swap. I'm not entirely too sure. I'm going to leave it there just in case until I get everything put together, and then I can kind of figure things out later on. But I mainly wanted to get the harness into the car. Lay it out the way I want to lay it out, loosely let it stay there, because as I put the motor together, the transmission, the engine harness, and all that other stuff, I can start seeing what needs to be extended and all that, which is why I was researching a bunch, because I was looking at stuff like this, and I was looking at the SI and whatnot, and all this was like, yeah, it plugs into the starter, alternator, this goes to the alternator, and all that. And I'm just like, I don't see anything that plugs into a starter or alternator. And then poking through some forums, making some posts and stuff like that, I was reminded that the KAs have a lower engine harness that has the starter wire and the alternator wire and all that stuff, and it plugs into these connectors, but they're going to be in the back, so I'm going to extend that harness. So it's like, crap, I wasted so much time today just because I simply forgot some shit. All right, before moving on to the harness, let's just quickly take a look at how much more space there is now for shit. When you do this, God, I mean, a lot of this wiring I'm not going to need, but I don't want to go through that headache right now. Like I said, I just want to get it in the car, lay it out, run it somewhat neatly. I'm going to try to tuck it as best as I can. I'm going to just run it on the side. So all this stuff over here needs to go back on the driver's side, and that's what I'm going to start with. So this connector right here is a jumper for the body harness. This goes into all the ignition and airbag and stuff like that. It might be a little dark, but I have a flashlight. That over there would be that jumper. Don't know what that is. All this stuff plugs into that. Everything in here plugs into that. And then after that, everything else goes out to the engine bay, or some stuff goes out to the engine bay. The alternator starter, stuff like that. And obviously the headlights and whatnot are also a part of that. But everything else is for like the windows, basically there's almost no reason for it to be in the engine bay except that they couldn't fit it in the car is, I don't know, my guess. Lulu, what are you doing? Get out of there. Lulu, come over here, dude. What are you doing? So a few things on the harness I do have labeled. Everything else, like I said, I ended up finding out it needs a jumper harness. So, you know, what I'll probably do, or not a jumper, sorry, the lower engine harness, my bad. The secondary harness, I guess, which I do remember being a thing on these 240s. I literally, after I saw it, I was like, I do remember this on my S13. It's been a long time since I've dealt with the 240s, so I got really confused today. Alrighty, so my voice recorder got corrupted, the file for this video clip. But anyways, I'm sitting here explaining that running the driver's side, or running the harness on the driver's side, I went through 2 different methods the night before, and that's why it's being filmed the day after, is because I ran it all the way to the passenger side, and the fuse block, I'll show it here in a second on camera, that was hanging. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to extend it, or I can try to run it on the driver's side and see if I don't have to extend it. But I show you here. I pick it up. You could see it in the corner there at the bottom, that I still have to extend it a little bit because it won't be able to fit under the carpet. It's also a relay box. I'm going to need to get to it when I can. So I'm explaining right here how I'm going to have to take this and cut the wiring and extend it. So for the sake of time, I'm going to make this whole journey a 2-part video. So this will be the end of the first part right here. It'll be to be continued. I plan to have the next part of this video released sometime a week after this video is posted. I only have weekends right now to really work on it, so that makes it a little difficult. But in the next video, I will run through exactly how I'm going to run the wiring and how I'm going to tuck it and what all I need to extend.